Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. This is a Peter Like Show, but please continue to pray for me by disliking this video. So earlier today, I asked you guys to pray for me because we had a plumbing emergency where I lived. It turned out some of my viewers thought it was me using the toilet because I had been eating a lot of celery. It turned out it wasn't from the toilet. There was a water pipe burst. But this morning, as I was dealing with it, I woke up and there was water all over the carpet and all over the floor of the house. And also, my first instinct was to get all my stuff off of the floor and put it onto a shelf because I didn't want water to damage any of my things. I have some electronics, I have some art, obviously. And as I was dealing with this with my landlord, I felt at peace because I've been doing well financially. And if I need to move in a hurry, it's not the end of the world, right? The place I'm living at is nice, but it's probably not the nicest place in the world. And so I didn't feel jammed up, right? If I needed to get out in a hurry, and it turns out they're working on it and the place is still livable. But if I needed to leave in a hurry and go to an Airbnb, it was not the end of the world. So I felt really at peace. Had this happened a few years ago when I wasn't doing so financially well, I would have been anxious. I probably wouldn't have been able to teach my class in peace today. And I'm working on another art masterpiece, obviously. That was my main concern, making sure none of my art got damaged and all that. That's the only thing I thought about this morning. I was so ready to pack my car and go look for a motel room, and and that was that. And also, when I was negotiating my contracts at work, we got two different schools, and all the students really love me, but the commute is destroying me. And I straight up negotiated things with my boss, and he agreed with that, and so he's working on some things now. If I needed the money from both of those jobs, I probably would not have played the game nearly so well. Over the weekend, I offered a reward for anybody who could set me up on a date, and my friend did that, and I was able to give him the reward without much of a thought, right? In fact, he didn't want the reward, but you know what? I remembered when other people took advantage of me and didn't return favors and how I felt, so I had to give it to him. He and his wife had set me up on this date. Mostly him, but he took his wife with him. His wife is Asian. And so I told him, there's other pieces of art I want to give you. So I brought this large Christmas bag, filled it up with these Buddhas, Ganeshas, among other things. And I placed the silver bar at the bottom of the bag because I knew he wouldn't flip through the bag. I told him just got a reward for you, but just it's kind of fragile. Don't open it here. And he took it with him, and by the time he took it home, he probably and I left a note in there that, this is what I offered. Thank you so much. And in fact, it's the best money I ever spent because I actually got to go on a date. Look at all the money that I spent chasing events, in Scottsdale, in Phoenix, in Tucson, and then going there and being brokenhearted and being left out of things. So, and then I spend $1,200 and I get to go on a date, right? I think this is the best money I ever spent, and my friend doesn't even want a ticket. That's the funniest part of it all. But so it's great that I can buy my way out of a lot of things, right? Whether it be a plumbing emergency or a heartbreak kind of emergency. And I want you guys to pray that I do financially even better in 2025 AD, right? Please pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video. This is the Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum.